Hello everyone, I am Boona and welcome back. So I've talked about my album themes sort of being, water and dreaming, and I want to talk to you today about how I've explored that in my artwork. Now I'm not going technical on this because I know a lot of people aren't really that into that. If you want me to do technical videos, then I will, but I'm not going technical today. This is explored massively in artwork, the whole idea of water, but also some other things that I think are maybe a bit more easy to miss. So I wanted to talk about that today. I've done water-themed artwork before with stuff like submarine being the very obvious choice from the blink of an eye, but as for Ocean's Dream, the big ones that really show water are this one, which I believe you might have a name for from social media, but to save time on me editing, I am not going to say anything, and this one, which I know you definitely don't. So yeah, let's talk about this a little bit. Obviously, this one just shows some nice waves, and it's got some like sort of magical sparkling, because of course it does, it's me, but the whole idea with this one was just to have the waves, and that's the same on this one. You can see all these waves at the very top of the picture, and I'm actually really happy with the way these look. I'm really happy with that. But you've also got like bubbles down below and magical sparkles because me. So yeah, I mean that's the big theme of this album, is water. I mean dream is a massive theme as well, which is why this is all so surrealistic. And that's actually a really nice segue. Yeah! So, let's talk about some surrealism. We've got this one, which is pretty unique. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, these are both unique actually. This one. So these are both very different from anything else on the album. And this is a sort of surrealistic particle effects thing. Now, talking about particle effects, I have done this like a million times before. I do this like pretty much everything anyway. The most obvious example probably being Seeing Through the Sky, links in the description, it's a single. But yeah, this is an obvious example of particle effects. And this is like a different way of doing it, in a way. So you can see that this is a very similar particle effect to Seeing Through the Sky at first, and it's all just been like stretched and pulled apart to get an even more surrealistic feel to it, which is closer to Dream, but it's still kind of, this one in particular shows the water thing a bit better, and I've done that a lot with water because obviously water and raindrops and particle effects, that will make sense, although this is all purple. But the other main thing I want to talk about is lighting, because a lot of my pieces are quite abstract, so lighting doesn't play a huge part a lot of the time. Until now. I mean, these are kind of still abstract, but you get the idea. So, let's talk about this one first. Obviously, this is a really dark image. Man reversing, my apologies. This is a really dark image, and you can see the sort of particle effects coming from the little fire as a light source here. But just look at this grass. I'm sorry, I'm just seriously proud of this grass. Look at it. It looks really good. And you've got this like high contrast bright fire, all this grass, fading out and covering up my logo a little bit. It looks really cool. Like the further away you get from the fire, the less you can see. Big lighting thing going on. Really happy with the way that looks. And then we've got this one. This one I'm really proud of because, and this kind of shows everything I've been talking about, because you've got this sort of blue bubbles and water is obviously shown here, and you've got this particle effect going not just with these, big sort of neon blue rings, bubbles. You can see how intricate this particle effect is. It took me ages to do this. And you've also got this particle effect with all these black spots. You can see that a bit more here. And that kind of brings everything together because all this black spot, they all create this like darkness, and then there's this sort of neon light from the particle effects, and that's kind of, this just sums up everything perfectly. I need to stop hitting that microphone. The artwork for this is really cool, and having that sort of bit more of a theme kind of brings things together a little bit. I mean, it's all very different in the sense, I mean, you can see these two are very different, but it kind of helps bring it together as well. There are references in other bits of artwork that I'm going to talk about soon, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss that. If you do want technical videos, let me know and I will make them, because some of these are quite complicated techniques, and like for example this one just took me ages to do, not because it's difficult, just because it's intricate. I imagine that a talking point might be this artwork, just because this is so weird. This is shockingly easy to do as well, so this would be something cool to do a tutorial on if you're interested. I'm aware you might well not be. But yeah, that's about all I've got for today, and holy crap, I'm doing a half decent outro and now I've ruined it, so yeah, I'll see you soon.